welcome to another episode number 6 with Jen Loves Yarn. Today is Monday, October the 13th, and we are Rhinebeck bound, headed out tomorrow morning. For those of you who are unfamiliar, we every year in Rhinebeck, New York, at the Duchess Fairgrounds is the New York Sheep and Wool Festival. And preceding that are a bunch of satellite events, things like a Woolen Affair, Cake-a-Palooza, Indie Untangled, and a variety of yarn shops in the area and fun things to do. So I wanted to check in and share with you my Rhinebeck finishes. You might recall last episode, I was working on getting just a few things done before we left, and mission accomplished. They are, I'll call it mostly complete. But before we dig into those, a couple of things. Stay tuned. You might remember last episode that I had 3 giveaways and I have drawn the winners. So stay tuned. I'll get to those toward the latter part of this episode. And let's dig in with what I'm wearing. So this is the Halibut by Caitlin Hunter, and I have made this in a Shanico wool by Susie, the amazingly talented Susie of the Fiber MacGyver, who will be at the New York Sheep and Wool Festival this year. And it's delicious yarn. It is really, really fun. You all are not surprised by the fact that I have used green. So this color, the green is called Marine in her Shanico wool base. And then the off-white color is called Champagne. Super fun knit. I'll pop a picture in so you can see the full fit. It is sweatshirty. It's big, it's oversized, it's really cozy, and a little bit longer than I typically tend to make. So I can wear them with leggings, sweatpants, just bumming around. I love to say that I made this and it's something I bum around in. Not many people would bum around in it, but it is, this yarn base from Susie is just super, super comfy. So that's my Halibut. Made it earlier this year, not a bunch of mods, intentional mods, but I did do one modification to the neck, and it is in a twisted rib. I think because I read it wrong, but I love it. All right, so my finishes for Rhinebeck. Let's start with the Staffin by Rebecca Clow. Keep in mind that Emily of the Botanical Knitter is hosting the October Vest Make-Along, and I will be entering this vest into the October Vest Make-Along. This is the Staffin by Rebecca Clow. Oh, you guys, it just turned out so great. The fit is wonderful. Again, you're not surprised by the green. This is reclaimed yarn from The Weekender. So if you want to check out that whole process, you can visit a couple of episodes ago. But I wasn't wearing it, so I repurposed the yarn and made the Staffin. And I did a size 5. I wanted it to be a bit oversized and so that I could wear a collared shirt under it or whatever I want, but I didn't want it to be super well fitted. So I went with a little more positive ease than recommended. I'll pop a few pictures in so that you can see the fit and how I intend to style it. I'm super happy with the pattern. I'm super happy with the outcome. Let me say that. So the pattern itself, and I find this with a lot of designs that are translated from a different language in places it was super hard to follow. So I don't know that it would deter me. I don't know that it would deter me from another Rebecca Clow pattern because she is such an amazing designer. However, I think that I would read the pattern. I'm not a pattern reader from beginning to end. I just step by step it, get there when I get there. However, I think if I were to do another one of Rebecca Clow's patterns, I would go ahead and read the entire pattern before digging in. So you can see this starts with some ribbing. It's going to be a little bit hard to see these diamonds. And then there's they're not baubles. They're just like, they're faux baubles, kind of wrap stitches. And I did more repeats of a section or two than would be recommended because, again, I wanted it to hit below my natural waist, just at my hips. So again, Staffin, Rebecca Clow, great, great knit, and I love the finished product. All right, the second thing that was on my list for Rhinebeck was to finish the reunion cardigan. And I'm in love with this knit. So here it is. It's complete. I love it so much. It is, I made the size 4, and it is in the Maple Sugar colorway by Hummingbird Yarn Co., the lovely Katie. And it is amazing. So the back is all stockinette, and then the front 2 panels are garter. So I got it all done. I'll pop a couple of pictures in so you can see the fit. But I came downstairs to my craft room looking for buttons. And I purchased these buttons. I got this yarn dyed by Katie last month, 2 months ago. But look at these buttons that I had in my stash. So super thankful to past Jen, who impulse purchased these at Rhinebeck last year. And it's like I knew what I was doing. They're so good. So yeah, I'll pop a couple of pictures in so you can see the fit of this one. It's a little more fitting, not as loose. But yeah, I really, really like it. I did everything to pattern on this one. I did have a bit of trouble, and I do every time I do a button band. I had a bit of trouble where I did the ribbing or the bind off way too tight. It didn't seem tight at the time. I thought, no, that'll be great. It'll block out. And when I blocked the hell out of it, it did lay flat. But then when I took the pins out, it just popped right back up. So this is laying really nicely. I did end up taking the bind off out and doing the Jenny's surprisingly stretchy bind off, which has made a world of difference. So finish number 2 is the Reunion Cardigan by Brienne Moody. And it is a really, really great knit. All right, last finish and something else I'm wearing. So my earrings are a gift from my sweet friend Angie for my birthday, and they are crocheted. I'm gonna grab the card here so you can see. It's Rave Jewelry, Kim Glasgow. Put this in right here. She does these beautiful crocheted hoops. I'll make sure that the information is in the show notes below, but I love them. Thank you, Auntie. All right, last but not least in the finishing department is my Ooey Gooey cowl. So this one flew off the needles. It was so much fun to knit, and it is, I'm calling it almost finished. It is just fresh off the blocking mats. So I am going to graft it together this afternoon. So I have used a very deep stash mohair held double. That's the blue that you're seeing. And that is the Yarn Market. I don't think that June is dyeing anymore, and then this orange color that it's Junction Fiber Mill. Anyways, it is Leaf Peeping is the name of the color, but they're Making Tracks light base. And you guys, look at that. It is pretty amazing. It turned out so good. I am going to finish it as a Mobius. So I'll just put a little twist in it. But there she is, and I love it. It is so good. Not colors I would normally put together, but when I was playing around looking for stash, it spoke to me. So there you have it. All right. The next thing that I want to share with you is what I will be taking to Rhinebeck to knit on, which I'm talking to my people, so you all know I'm going to bring way too many things. I am going to knit on a portion of them, but you know, it's like Linus with the security blanket. I'll have them with me just in case. So the first thing I need to get started on, I have really been working on all of these finishes that I've just shared with you. So I barely started my October Farmer's Daughter Fibers Sock Squad socks. And I am holding this in my Delaque, the Yarn Cabin bag. So the Yarn Cabin is my local yarn store, and it's beautiful. We did, they hosted some little cakes for my birthday, and I got some good shots. So I'll put some B-roll in at the end so you can see our gorgeous little yarn shop. This was also a gift from my friend Angie for my birthday. Thank you, Angie. But I'll be taking this to Rhinebeck so I can walk around and knit on my sock. Let's take a look at the yarns first. So again, they're Farmer's Daughter Fibers Sock Squad for October. And I oohed and awed over these last time. The speckles and just the colors are so beautiful. I am just going to do a vanilla sock. So I've cast on 64 stitches and I'm just playing around. I'm going to do some striping. Whoops. I'm going to do some striping on the cuff and keep them super simple. I think I'll do like a 3x2 rib, or who knows what I'll end up doing. Whatever strikes my fancy as I get going. But these will be nice and vanilla so I can walk around and knit on these as we are at the various different festivals and driving around, making our way from one place to the next. So this is the first thing I'll be bringing with me to Rhinebeck. The second thing you might remember from last time that next in queue was the jotter scarf. And the jotter scarf is, I'll put a picture in, but it is a beautiful way to play with two complementary skeins. These are mine. So this one is Falling on My Ash, and this one is Apple Cider Donuts by Pearls and Pines. I'll have that shop link down below. So the jotter scarf is mosaic, and you just play with these two colors. One's more dominant on one side and the other is more dominant on the other side. I have the tiniest little start. So just holding it. I'm starting on the end. Oops. Starting on the end that is the horizontal stripes. And you can see there are places where the stripes look broken because my colors are playing together. And I really haven't decided if I like that or not yet. I think I'm okay with it. I think it adds a little more interest. So I'm going to go a bit more and see what I think about that. But yeah, so I'll be taking the jotter with me. It'll be in something else that is just super easy to knit on and something that gives me a little more interest than a vanilla sock. I am holding this in my Tanny Casey bag. I love these little bags from Tanny Casey, and she will be at Cake Palooza, so I've set aside a little bit of a budget for some of her bags. They really have a place in my heart. You know, you just have things you're drawn to, and her bags are definitely one. So that's going to be project number 2. I'm taking 4 projects. You all know how it goes. Do I need 4? Sure don't. Am I going to knit on 1 or 2 of them? Probably, but that's okay. I'll have them with me if I want them. So project number 3 out of 4 is a test knit for Nancy of Knit Sip Happy. The last time that we met, she had sent an email and said, hey, new test knit. It's a DK toe up sock. And I was like, yes, please. The fit of her toe up is incredible. It's so fun to knit. And it's a heel flap and gusset in reverse. It's crazy, crazy good and really fun. So I am holding this, and she hasn't named this sock yet. So we're just going to call it the test knit until she decides what its name's going to be. So I'm holding this. How cute are these little fox? So this is a scrappy angel bag. I've had this for many, many years, but I love that you can see through it. This I'll set aside because it is an acquisition or a stash enhancement from the Knitted Butterfly. So I will keep that out and show it to you. So the yarn that I'm using for these, this is leftovers. Got a yarn mess there. Leftovers from my fog line shawl. And then this is a skein. Let me see if I can get a better, there we go. This is a skein from So Happy Jane. DK weight, toe up, and here is what I have so far. They are so fun. All right, here we go. So toe up, this is the top of the sock. You can see that beautiful diamond, some pearl ridges. This is the bottom of the sock. One of my Knitted Butterfly progress keepers. And then the heel is in the contrast color. But yeah, I'm thinking I should have had some blockers so that you can see this very cool construction. So yeah, I'll show, these will be done in no time. DK weight socks just fly for me. So I'm bringing this one, the deadline for the test is like the beginning of November. And I thought, well, I'll just get them cast on. But honestly, I'm having so much fun with them that I don't want to leave them behind. So I'm going to bring them to Rhinebeck with me. Maybe I'll get some fun FO pics of them at Rhinebeck. That would be kind of fun. All right. The last thing that I am going to take with me to knit on is in my Black Pearl Magic bag. I don't know that I will... I don't know that I'll take this bag. I still need to pack today. But I may take something that is a bit more like fabric, a bit more pliable. I can stuff my other bags in it. We'll see. But this is the maple vest. And this is the WIP Spotlight. You guys, the green, I didn't realize how much green all the time. So this is the maple vest. I have just joined the sleeves. It's got a beautiful motif that runs down the sides and splits off. I'll put a picture in so that I can remind you of what that looks like. And I am holding Lamb & Kids Momo in the colorway Grand Forest. I am holding it with the Fiber MacGyver Merino Superwash Sport. Holding those together to get this fabric. It's incredible. I love it. This colorway is the Yarn Cabin. It was an exclusive color to the Yarn Cabin, my local yarn store. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, yes, I'm going to need 4 of those, please. So yeah, so I want to take this and make a little progress. My hope is to have this as a finish, another finish for the October vest make along. But yeah, I love it. She's real pretty. All right, and I should read that pattern ahead tonight to make sure that I have everything that I need with me, needle sizes and all the things. Okay, so that is what I'm taking with me to knit on at Rhinebeck. I am super looking forward to the women that I'm going with. They are incredible friends, just super go with the flow, really funny, present, just really, really amazing. So I'm just so looking forward to that. We are going to fly in and take a little side trip over to Salem, Massachusetts, and spend tomorrow night and the next day in Salem exploring and knitting everywhere we can possibly find and just having fun. And then we'll head over to our home in Rhinebeck, our Airbnb, and there'll be 3 of us staying. And so I imagine our evenings will be full of knitting and watching movies and just girls in their jams, hanging out, knitting and watching whatever we watch, and really getting to know one another even better. That's so much fun. Also have had the opportunity to reach out to some of my friends from Rhinebeck that we have met. And it's funny, you go to these festivals, you meet these people, these incredible people, and it's exhausting and rewarding and fills your cup. And then you talk to them, on social media, throughout the year, and then Rhinebeck comes and you're back and you're making plans for where you're going to meet up. And I am so looking forward to those of you I've made plans with. So cannot wait. With that, I am going to pop in some pictures of the local yarn shop. I know I said that already, but I had such a great birthday. Thank you for all the birthday love that you gave me. You all are incredible. It was a really wonderful 5 days. I know my birthday is just one day, but I did take Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off last week. And I guess it was the week before last already. Time is just flying. But I ended up taking Wednesday through Friday off and just sat on the deck and hung out with the puppies and knit. And that is how I made so much progress on the finishes for Rhinebeck. And we watched movies and races and went out and just had so much fun as a family. So it was really, really awesome. And got to celebrate with my local yarn crew that evening. We went to dinner and ended up having cake and fun at the yarn shop. It ended up landing on our regular knit night. So that was really, really fun. But yeah, let's see, stash enhancements. One more thing about Rhinebeck. So I was trying to think about how can I get the word out about the podcast? I know that networking and sharing are such a powerful thing. And so I had these little cards made up for Rhinebeck. The front has a QR code so that folks can find the channel. And on the back is a QR code for a free pattern. And it is one of my designs. I don't have very many. I'm not a prolific designer. It is something that I've done. I don't have a propensity to do more of it. Will I? Maybe. I don't know. But I wanted to show you all these cards so that you could benefit from the code on the back for the free pattern. So I hope you'll enjoy that. Great way to use up some stash, minis, and super fun knit. Drop stitches and garter. It's wanted it to be like a really mindless knit, something that you could do, but there's a little bit of interest every once in a while. So yeah, so I hope you enjoy that. All right, let's go ahead. Stash enhancements. So let's start with Cooper's Corner. So she is going to be at Rhinebeck. I am super excited. I love her stuff. She's been doing collabs with the Knitted Butterfly and also Katie of the Hummingbird Yarn Co. And this is my October subscription. So this is a little glass ball. It's a progress, not a progress keeper. It's a stitch marker filled with little, whoops, wrong side, little orange crystals. This one is a progress keeper. A little cute little pumpkin. Another cute little stitch marker. A bat, half black, half purple. So fun. Oh, and a beautiful little purple flower. This one is a progress keeper. Y'all, if you're not getting the Knitted Butterfly subscription box, you should. Like, it is so much fun. I know, like, people are like, oh, I don't need all of these every month. You do. I'm in the process of taking all of my Halloween themed things, Christmas themed things, and putting them in their own little boxes, so I have easy access. Little cat, and then the cutest little bat. The cutest little bat stitch stoppers or needle stoppers. But yeah, so much fun. So that is my subscription from the Knitted Butterfly. These are not new. These stash enhancements are not new. I've been showing these, they're upside down. I've been showing these all along. I finally figured out what I'm going to do, and it is not DK socks. So come back next time to find out what these are going to be. All right. A couple of other stash enhancements. So somebody destashed an Advent, and it was on Instagram, and it was at a price I could not refuse. So it is Yarn Cafe Creations. Came with a full hank, and it's called, the colorway is the Gray Lady. And then I just don't even, I'm just going to start taking them out and holding them up. So it is Yarn Cafe Creations and Dragon Horde Yarn, Tristan and her mom. They're just so good. And I know I have a ton of Advents coming. I'm not going to try to hold those all. I have a ton of Advents coming, and I know I'm really fortunate, and I feel really blessed to be able to enhance my stash and prepare for my retirement. I consider all of this an investment, and I just love scrappy socks, all the things. So yeah, like I said, this was a de-stash deal I could not say no to. So that is one stash enhancement. And then I got a package in the mail from the Lamb Kid, and my sweet brother knows how much I love the Lamb Kid. So he got me these for my birthday. And I love that he buys me yarn that is so random and so outside of my wheelhouse. Like, I would not have chosen this color. I love it. I think that it wants to be a Tweety Musselburgh hat. But this is Elmer. It's a heavy fingering sport weight. Hold on, I got a fiber on my nose. It's a heavy fingering sport weight. And it's in the colorway Trifle. It's so beautiful. And then he got me this Todd worsted. This is 65% yak, 35% cashmere. And I really think that this is going to be either a Sophie scarf or fingerless mitts. I'm not sure. Maybe even a hat. I'm not sure yet. And then he also got me this Percy. It's a Sport DK. It's 100% cashmere. And it is in appropriately named colorway is Icicle. So thank you, brother. I love them. He's like, I'm so sorry your present's going to be late. And I was like, don't be, because then the fun continues into the following week. And he did not disappoint. Awesome. So let's go ahead. We have, I'm leaving the queue open, not putting anything in the queue this episode, because we are about to go have some Rhinebeck shenanigans, and who knows what I'm going to find or get into. So I'm going to leave the queue open. I do have a list of things that I want to, I'm not setting out to purchase for anything. If I find yarn that I really like in a weight that is for a pattern that I know I want to make, which I've written them down so I know size, yardage, because sometimes cell phone reception at the Duchess Fairgrounds can be super spotty. So I wrote down a few things, not shopping for anything in particular, and I am giving myself grace this year to do some random purchases and impulse buys. That impulse buy, those buttons served me well. So stash matters. And I found it super helpful with that reunion cardigan. So I am going to leave the queue open. No WIP Spotlight, because we're still working on the maple vest, but that's coming with me. So I hope to be able to show you some progress on that when I return. Speaking of when I return, so I mentioned that I will be hosting a Meet the Makers podcast. So it won't be a regular episode, but a probably in between installment of myself interviewing and playing with Angie of Pearls and Pines, Jessica of the Knitted Butterfly, and Katie of Hummingbird Yarn Co. So I think you will. These ladies are amazing and so much fun. So I've asked them to bring, wear something and then bring a WIP, something that they're working on. So I can't wait for you guys to get to know them. They are truly incredible women and such great friends. So can't wait for you to meet them. All right. Let's see. Let's do the giveaway. I have 3 giveaways from last time. So the first one is a copy of Nancy Wheeler's Incognito socks. So I was testing them the last time that we were together. I'll put a picture in so it will jog your memory. But I am giving away the Incognito pattern to Crickets 56. Crickets 56, you are the winner. And my email address is in the description box below. It is jenlovesyarnpodcast@gmail.com. And Crickets 56, if you will go ahead and shoot me an email with your Ravelry logon or your Ravelry ID, I'll go ahead and pop that pattern into your library. If you don't use Ravelry, let me know that too, and I will work on getting you a PDF copy. All right. The second giveaway was for the Knit Your Own Adventure. Oh, that's backwards. That's better. The Knit Your Own Adventure. This is a story. Picking your story meets picking different segments of your pattern. This is the fall bandana version of Knit Your Own Adventure by Angie Bear. And Angie is look for a Christmas installment of the Knit Your Own Adventure. She's working on that one right now. So I am giving away her pattern. And that goes to Danielle Duhack. And it's, I took pictures, screen captures of all 3 winners, and I'm not sure what happened here, so I'll just type the name in. It's DANELDUCHAC 1595. If that is you, you have won a copy of the Knit Your Own Adventure pattern. Send me an email, jenlovesyarnpodcast@gmail.com with your Ravelry ID. And if you don't have one, let me know that too, and I'll get you a copy of this pattern. All right. And last but not least, third giveaway, the super, super generous Jess from the Knitted Butterfly has given me a $30 gift card to her shop to pass on to one of you. And the winner of the $30 gift card is Adventure Knits. Adventure Knits. And I understand based on the comment here that it is also your birthday month. So how awesome that you won the $30 gift card. Congratulations to all three winners. Get in touch with me and I will get you your prize. They're all electronic this time, so no waiting for the mail. So with that, I think that I'm going to leave you with this. I watch a lot of podcasts while other people are watching Hulu and Netflix and, Apple TV and all the things. I really love watching yarn podcasts. I get inspired by them. I get great ideas. I learn, and it's just how I want to spend all of my free time is knitting, yarn, and watching podcasts. So with that, I am going to highlight Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch. She is awesome. So she's always got, I think I so appreciate her because I completely identify with her, she'll do cast on parties and cast on all the things and then work on them and see them to fruition. And she's a beautiful knitter, a wonderful quilter, and she does cross stitch, and she just Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch. It's all the stitching. She does it all. So she really tends to have more of a vlog style podcast versus a more traditional format, which I really, really enjoy. And you get to know her, and she'll take you on adventures with her, and or some days it's just her knitting in her pool and sharing her makes. So with that, check her out. You will not be disappointed. Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch. And I'm going to just share last thing as I share these podcasts. Just know that I don't always, you will never hear me talk about politics on this channel. It's not why I'm here. When I'm relaxing and stitching and consuming content, it's an escape. It's a getaway. So I don't want to be spoken to about politics. And maybe that because that's my preference, that's how I bring it to all of you. But do know that I do sometimes watch them and things come up, and they are not necessarily representative of my points of view. When I'm watching podcasts, it's really all about the makes. Anyway, I want to leave you with that. I hope you have an amazing couple of weeks. And thank you all for the birthday love. Thank you for continuing to subscribe, comment. Any of those things helps the algorithm know that people genuinely like the content. And it does help the podcast get suggested or recommended to others who are like-minded as we are. So with that, until the next time, make what brings you joy, and I will come with a Rhinebeck recap as well as the Meet the Makers. And until then, take care.